Runaway Robot. Chapter 1. A Friend in Need. Welcome to DieFall Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Episode 5. That's right. 5 episodes so far. And just so you guys are all tuned in on what was happening, Bravo needs a word like slaughterer. Devourer, smiter, of some kind.
It's got a
because it's got a hit of men. I think is the goal here. Because she does that. I guess she's a hitter of men.
She who throws hands.
There you go. I like that one. That's pretty good.
That's me.
It's been a while. Since we've all been together. 4 weeks since we've all been together. 2 weeks since we last played. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 since we've all been together, yeah.
3 since we've all been together. Okay, so 3 since we've been together, 2 since we last played. And a lot of things have happened in the last couple of weeks. Some of us have been able to talk about it on other things or other shows or streaming and whatever, but not together as a group. So I always have to look over here because I forget where everyone's placed actually on stream, and then I look back over here and the calls everyone's in a different place, but that's fine. I just realized that the Discord one, everyone's in a different spot than they should be in, so I'm going to switch that real quick.
Oh.
But while we do that...
Haircut.
Yeah, right? While we do that, we're going to start in the top left, because I did all the other screens and I forgot this one. But
I'm where I belong.
Dungeon Dame / Mina, A, what are you drinking? And B, how have you been?
I am drinking some vodka with some club soda and raspberry flavoring. So
Raspberry flavoring.
Yes, it's like raspberry syrup, sort of.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's 0 calories.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm all about that. Why do you think I just drink straight alcohol? Because if I put any mixer in it, that's empty. I don't need that. I'm trying to get cut, yo. I'm just kidding. That's not accurate. But. So how have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, Sunday was my birthday, so that's what I've been up to.
Happy belated birthday! I knew this. We wished you happy birthday in Discord, and then it just flipped out of my mind. So chat, wish her happy birthday right now, or I'm banning all of you.
Whoa.
But that's awesome.
Yikes.
That's a lot of
amazing.
buttons to push.
Yeah.
What did you?
That's a lot of banning.
That's a lot of buttons. Yeah. Well, I'm dedicated to my craft.
I like my friends.
We were friends. So what did you do for your birthday?
I took a painting class because I'm a nerd.
No, that sounds amazing.
It was great. It was a color theory class specifically taught by Alfonso Giraldez, who is from Spain.
Oh,
Cool. Okay.
fancy.
Do you have the guy? Do you have the guy
I do
on
have
hand?
the
So you want
guy.
to show him
I
off?
have the guy on hand. Okay.
Because I remember the guy.
This is the guy.
The guy. He looks. What did we decide that he looked like?
Yondu and
Yondu.
Yeah.
and Hugh. What was his name? The name is
Christopher
gone.
Walken.
Yes.
Christopher Walken if he played Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was pretty
was.
cool. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Anything else you want to share for the last 2 weeks that you've been doing?
I'm almost fully packed for moving. We're moving at the end of the month.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, cool. Good luck. Moving sucks.
It does.
So good luck. Cool. Mike.
Yes.
Now it's been a while. You weren't even here for the last episode, so hopefully the wedding was good.
It happened. I'll say that much.
Okay, good. Good.
No one ran
This is
away
not
from it.
Mike's. This is not Mike's wedding, by the way. So none of no big news there. but like
Ooh.
he was at one, so he wasn't
Cousin's
here.
wedding. And so, yeah, 6 hours of dealing with family, that's always fun.
Luckily, you're only limited to 6 hours and not like a week or something like that. That's,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, there's,
but no,
it's
it was-
always tough. It's always tough. Well, that's good. What else have you been up to, man? It's been 2 weeks. I've been watching and stalking your Instagram, and you've been doing like a whole series on female wrestlers.
Yes, every woman that has held a singles championship in WWE in preparation for WrestleMania, which was also last Sunday.
I saw your live tweets on that. I have no idea like what WrestleMania is anything. Like I don't watch it, but I got pretty much the gist of the good and the bad from all of your tweets on last Sunday. So that was pretty nice. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
my
Becky to
entire-
hold me.
Everybody who follows me is unfortunately just hit with this barrage of wrestling stuff. They follow me for cartoons and whatnot, and then they just get every so often just slammed with wrestling.
I'm sure they appreciate it. Like I did. I don't know anything about it. So like one day, that's cool. I got to learn something out of it, so I'll take it. That's pretty good. Anything else you wanna share for the last 2 weeks?
Just been rolling on my comic, trying to get it out. It's become more of an undertaking
Yeah.
than I remember webcomics being, but I'm also older now than I was last time I tried this, so yeah, it's been a lot of work, but it's also been a lot of fun, so
Good.
yeah.
All right. As long as the
Cranking
fun
that
still outweighs the work of it, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
benefit still outweighs the cost, and hey, we're good, right? We're good.
Exactly.
Awesome. Excellent to hear, man. Coming around, bravo.
I look like a
I
death metal drummer right now.
you do, and it's awesome. I can totally dig it.
Ugh.
Do you drum? You should learn.
Asking if I have talent? Okay.
Wow, okay. We're all down on ourselves today. It's okay. So Bravo, how you been? You went to a convention. Yeah, you want to Talk about that
To
after you actually
WonderCon.
crack the tea?
I did crack the tea.
There you go.
Observation, wow. Grandpa's learning, folks. Anyways, I went to WonderCon. It was really
Careful,
fun.
I'm older than him.
It was really awesome. I met a lot of cool people. I met like Erika Ishii twice, which was really awesome because she's
Yo, super jealous.
yeah, she's really
She's
really
awesome.
sweet. I met Jen Bartel. I bought her last Demon Gang charm thing, and here I have it right now. It's adorable. Look how cute. It's
Well, that is cool.
it's very cute. So yeah, I got the last of those. It was very awesome. But bought Krav Dad some dice. You know, met the people at Cracking Dice, and it was just really fun. It was a lot chiller than last year. There weren't any panels that really popped out to me, but you know, I played on a game truck. That was fun. Taught
What is it? What is a game truck?
you know when they bring a semi in and you can go up and play games, and so me and Dad were playing Smash.
Oh, that's a thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It was, you know, it was just chill. It was a
Nice.
good time.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to share or enlighten us with?
Nope.
Perfect. All right, Stella.
Hi.
Stella. Hi. How have you been? What's up?
I have been doing wonderfully, thank you. I've been mostly doing my art stream every Wednesday, 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
I do the doodle. We do the doodles, and during the weekends, I do Pokemon D&D.
Yeah. I watched the last episode of that. And you have new players now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
hopefully that all integrated well, because I only caught kind of like the last hour-ish.
Yeah, it went really well. The two new people are actually my friends, so they're used to me
Oh,
just
nice.
throwing them in there and doing stuff. So it's all good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna share for how you've been, what you've been up to?
Same.
Otherwise,
old,
we're
same old.
gonna play the game now, and we
Oh.
just have to stop talking. There's potential for your characters to die, so maybe figure it out. That's all I'm saying.
Keep talking.
Oh, if I keep talking, then we don't die, right?
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Is that
Yeah. No, I'm good. Thank you.
cool? Well, in that case, I'm gonna tone the music down because I have made a very special request for Dungeon Dame to do a short reading on the Journal of Mina and what happened in the last episode, and I'm super stoked about it. I read through it, and it's super cute, and I read it in her voice, so I'm glad I get to actually hear it in her voice now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up her page. I'm gonna put up Dungeon Dame's shout-outs page, so it's gonna be her front and center for all of you, and she's gonna read through it. Okay, we're gonna do that. So Dungeon Dame, whenever you're ready.
Yikes. Okay. All right. I actually practiced this before.
That's awesome.
I was like, all right, I got to read through this at least once. All right. To whoever you are, we spent our first night in Trollskull Manor last night without incident of haunting, at least that I know of. Seemed like Varys didn't find the accommodations to his liking, though. He spirited himself away while we slept. We didn't see him for the whole day. I certainly hope he did not get himself into too much trouble. I watched Kai devour a dead rat for breakfast, peeled the skin off the back with her bare hands. I'd never seen anything quite like it. After watching her devour it raw, I'm ashamed to say I lost my appetite. Luckily, Malia had some wine to share. We decided to do a little bit more recon of the neighborhood and started at Fala Lafiere's place. I have no idea sorry. This is how you spell her name, and I don't know if it's right. Kai seemed to really hit it off with them. I must admit, it was nice to see Kai get that excited over something. As odd as she is, that girl is growing on me. Fala gave us some information about where we should start looking to maybe get the tavern back up and running. They were also kind enough to give us some free plants. I don't know much about caring for plants myself, but they will be in Kai's responsibility. Following Fala's suggestion, we went and checked out another local tavern, Froon's Brews. That man has a stick shoved so far up his... Never mind. At least he makes good biscuits. I may not be helping the situation with him, however, but he just really pushes my buttons. We went back to his tavern later that night to scope out the clientele. He at least did not throw us out. One of his patrons thought my company was for sale? Can you imagine? I was, of course, oblivious to this until it was much too late. I'm still trying to decide whether the coin would have been worth it. At least he was attractive. I gave Monsieur Froon a copper piece for its troubles. Ugh! Enough about Froon. I do not want to waste any more time on that troll of a man. We also spent some time with a few of our other neighbors, whom have all been kind enough to offer to help us get the tavern back up and running in their own way. Avi gave us a much more manageable key, although I think we will be keeping the ridiculously large one as an ornamental piece. Tali also has given us a quote on how much it will cost to repair or replace anything in the buildings that needs fixing. Such a kind man, if a little odd. It was an eventful day, to say the least. I am interested to see what tomorrow will bring.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. Top tier recap, chat. Oh, that's good. That's that good stuff, man. Very well done. Thank you so much for doing that too. So that was kind of what happened in the last episode. There was a lot. What had happened previously, I do want to kick back a little bit more just in case you guys weren't here for some of the previous episodes or you don't remember. Our party started in a bar, as the best tales do, and they were asked by Volo to go find his missing friend. What was the friend's name? Do you guys remember? Come on.
Floon Blagmar!
Floon Blagmar! Yes, they had to go find Floon Blagmar, and in the process also found Renaer Neverember, who had apparently, in some mix of fate, been mixed up with Floon, because they look pretty similar, though they're wildly different. Found them, rescued them after some mishaps with some bird creatures, and then delivered them safely back to Volo, after some combat with a... what are they called? The freaking tentacle dude that I can't remember the name of at the top of my head. Mind Flayer. Thank you. They fought a Mind Flayer and an Orc Shaman guy and some other things, and they escaped. And Volo gave them as a reward Trollskull Manor, which used to be at one point in time an inn and tavern. And they've been making friends with the people of Trollskull Alley, and as well as figuring out what they want to do with Trollskull itself. Trollskull is haunted, they did find out. The manor is haunted, and they seem to have made friends of sorts with the spirit that resides inside. Liff, the former tavern keeper. So they've definitely been busy. So that all being said, we ended the last episode with some kind of ominous sending. Actually, literally a sending. It was a spell to the brain of Malia, and it went like this. I am Vajra Saphir of the Blackstaff. Come to Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward at once. Bring your friends. And then you all made your way home for the evening. Varus still missing for the time being. So that's kind of where we pick up. So I think unless you guys have anything you want to take care of in particular, I believe in the previous episode I actually said in the morning rather than immediately. So in the morning is fine for whoever this sender is if you would like to listen to it. I think you guys go home, you get some rest, and wake up on the other side for a new day, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, works
Cool.
for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that being said, Varus, you're home now. You make it home. And you're there, and you wake up with the rest of the group in the next morning. But you all wake up to a pounding on the front door of your possibly eventually soon to be in tavern, Trollskull. But yeah, there's a loud knocking on your tavern door.
Okay, well, I will go and open. Does it have an eye hole, like a little peephole?
Oh, there's plenty of windows. It's a door that has windows in it.
I want to look through windows. I want a little peephole.
Sure, yeah. I mean, there's a peephole, but there's also windows. So, like, there's a peephole in the center of all of the breaks for where the windows are. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to
Perfect.
take a look at the peephole.
I'm gonna look through the peephole.
Yeah, you look through the peephole because when you approach the door itself and look through the windows, you don't see anyone.
Oh.
But you look through the peephole, and the little fisheye lensing of the peephole itself shows you the top of the head of someone.
All right, well, I'm gonna slowly peek through the door and just be like, yes?
Yeah. You see a halfling gentleman with mutton chops and bushy black eyebrows, wearing a nice vest, and he seems to be pretty well appointed. And he stands there in front of you with a close cropped black hairdo, but the eyebrows kind of bushy and all over the place, and these mutton chops that seem a little bit too large for his cheekbones. And he's standing there in the doorway, and he goes, Broxley, I'm Broxley, the representative from the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
Oh, good morning, Broxley. How are you?
Yes. Good morning. I heard tell that a Trollskull might be back in operation, and I thought I'd drop by and see if the new owners would be keeping up with the the dues and the such for the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
Yes, well, that was the plan. We did go and speak to. Let me find it in my list here. Justin?
Yeah, I believe his name was just like Justin, and I don't think you ever got a last name out of him.
I've got Justin Rask.
Okay, there you go. His name is Justin Rask. But yeah,
right.
he goes, yes, that would be the gentleman I was referring to. But may I come in?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, we're just starting up this morning, so please ignore the bleary-eyedness. Come on in.
Of course. Should really look into getting someone to run the night shift around here. And in tavern business is 24 hours a day. We must provide comfort for everyone and anyone.
True, yes. Thank you. I will make notes.
He wanders in, and I've had my hands on my hips like the entire time, just so you know. It's like he's like standing like this, right? And he approaches and walks in very self-importantly into your inn/tavern with his hands on his hips like I've had the entire time. Helps me get into character a little bit with him because he's very much like, it was either this or he was a suspenders guy. And either way, he's, he might whip out the suspenders at some point. So he does it. He comes inside and he goes, Seems some cleaning up has been done. That's good to see. Trollskull was such a fine inn and tavern here in the Northwood. They're so rare up here. Now then, shall we talk about dues for the Fellowship of Innkeepers?
I mean, yes, sure, if you'd like, but I don't think it'll be up and running like that. There's quite a lot of work to be done.
I've heard that there was alcohol served here the other night.
Just to some friends, then nobody paid for that.
He looks at you like not really understanding the nobody paid for it line.
It was just
right then.
Drinks among friends, nothing more.
Right, of course. Well, have you run an inn and or tavern before?
No.
Miss,
Minerva Galerno, pleasure to meet you.
And he extends like a meaty halfling hand and grasps it firmly and gives it a nice shake and then puts his hand back on his hip. Nice to meet you. Broxley Fairkettle. I'm a representative, like I said, Fellowship of Innkeepers. So, right, are you planning to bring this inn back to function?
I believe so. We've been talking, and I think that is the plan.
Good. Well then, as the Fellowship of Innkeepers representative here in the North Ward, how may I help you?
That is a good question. We have recently been talking to Tally, who gave us a bit of a quote for fixing the place up.
Good.
We will also need, I suppose, a supply of alcohol. That would be important.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Yes.
And he like runs a finger across the bar and like does a little thing, and but of course it's up here. So he's like, he does a little thing.
I just like polish the bar a little bit where I'm standing. Just, like,
yeah.
Just, like...
And he's like, Yes. Well, I have a list. Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. I can get you a representative for that. Also, the Guild of Butchers, which you're probably going to need for food.
Yes.
And then beyond that, I could get you a list of hirelings if you'd like to hire a chef or maybe just a cook.
Yes.
Or a scullery maid or any of those things. I do have those at my disposal. But first, let's talk about your dues.
Oh. Yes, let's talk about our dues.
Perfect. So I mean, you guys are more than welcome to come down at any point in time. I think Mina was just the first one down the stairs to come meet our new friend here, Broxley Fairkettle, little halfling mutton chop man that he is. What would you like to do here?
Malia comes down the stairs. She's like, "There is no need for shouting this early in the morning."
Malia, may I introduce Mr. Broxley Fairkettle?
Broxley Fairkettle at your service, and he extends a hand. Upwards, clearly. And he grips it like your dead fish shake, like firmly, and shakes it as if it were a handshake. And then he puts his hand back down like nothing has changed at all, and puts his hands back on his hips. And yes, I believe we were just discussing dues for the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
Dues? As in...
Yes. If you'd like to maintain the benefit of the former owner, where he has already put in so much time and effort into the Fellowship of Innkeepers itself and keep that goodwill going, I suggest you pay your dues.
So it's like a tax.
Do you say that out loud, or is that
Yes.
like out? Okay. Well, of sorts, we do handle the taxation portion of you owning an inn tavern here in Waterdeep. Otherwise, you'd have to deal with the government itself. We do that for you.
Oh, this sounds better. How much are our dues?
5 gold per month.
Oh. Not as bad as I
As
was
long as you're
expecting.
maintaining the original contract set forth by the former tavern keeper.
And what is the original contract?
The owner and operation of Trollskull Alley as an inn and a tavern, maintained to a relatively high standard, especially for here in the North Ward. I would call it at least a 3.5 to 4-star establishment. Maintaining a
Yes, work
cook
too.
on staff, at least a barkeeper, and possibly, though I don't suggest doing it yourself unless you intend to become a serving girl. A serving girl.
Ah,
Who is he looking at when he says
It's back and forth, right? Like, so every time he finishes a sentence, he goes over to the other side and does a sentence over here, and then he goes back over here and does a sentence over here.
Cry is looking like between like the the rungs and like the
the
balcony.
staircase?
I'm just kind of
Absolutely.
watching.
Yeah, he can't see you through them, so he has no idea. You can, like, maybe see him, but, like, yeah.
Do you
Do these
have
sound
any
agreeable? I
paper-
can have the papers brought up.
Excellent.
Yes, I think so.
Perfect. And he whips it out from his fine vest, puts it on the table, brings out a nice little pen, and lays it out in front of you.
That was fast.
Malia looms over and she squints down. And she's reading.
Yeah, so you begin reading it. I didn't write it out, but it seems, I mean, it's pretty layman's terms of a contract. It says that what you see first off is that of flowy, flourishing handwriting in signature locations. And you can make out that it's been signed by Liv. And this document seems pretty old. But it looks like a lot of the agreements have already been signed by Liv, and that there just seems to be a new line drawn and an X down at the bottom of the sheet of paper that he's gesturing for you to sign. Reading through it, you see the maintaining the between 3.5 and 4-star establishment for the North Ward, staffing requirements, as well as inspection requirements thereof. And you see, like, in the text of it down towards the signature, you see where all of the fees have been signed for previously. So, like, the licensing fee with the Fellowship of Innkeepers has been signed for, as well as the guild license for the vintners and distillers and the Guild of Butchers. They're all signed for and all there. There's monetary value for each of those things for membership to those listed next to them, all signed for by Liv. And at the bottom, it lists out the 5 gold per month after payment of the contracts for joining the Innkeepers Guild, and saying that the monthly fee is 5 gold.
Malia picks up the quill and holds it out to Mina.
I mean, I signed the deed. I suppose I should sign this one.
You did sign the deed. That is true. You own the place.
I own it.
You own the place. That's probably a pretty good idea if you're owner/operator.
All right. All right.
Would you like to sign the contract?
Yes. I'm gonna sign it. And my signature is not fancy. It's like scribbles.
Yeah, just Mina, done. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. It's what my mom's name starts with an M, and all she used to do is an M with a circle around it. That's all she
Perfect.
does for her
That's what
signature.
it is.
Yeah, so she does an M circle around it, and that's the whole thing. And he takes it and he wraps it up and he puts it back in and says, "Pleasure doing business with you. I will provide you the list of potential workers, cooks, barkeepers that we have on retainer here, as well as some potential new hires, and the names that you need for the 2 other guilds. I'll actually have them come by, but you'll be looking for Hammond Craddock of the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. As a man, human, but he seems nice enough. And then you're going to need, let's see. I'll have to find you a good name for a butcher. The North Ward doesn't necessarily have too many of these. Everyone gets their food delivered to them. I'll be back in the afternoon.
All right. We will try and still be here. If we are not
I'll bring you that
here-
list as well of
Yes.
the others that you can look to hire. Cook, barkeeper, server.
Perfect.
Excellent.
If
Thank
we are not here, you may leave the list with the cat.
You're leaving the cat here? If we leave?
May post it at the door.
Is there a mailbox out there? I never looked.
Yeah, sure, why not? There's a mailbox. There's like a, I mean, you have a mail
Yay.
slot.
What's it
You
have a
in the
mail
box?
slot. Yeah. The box is fine.
Molly
he
is
goes,
not functional without her breakfast wine.
yeah, sure. He's like, yes, of course. I shall do so, and it's been a pleasure meeting all of you. And he nods his head curtly, turns around and leaves.
Goodbye. Au revoir.
It's already out the door. The door slams a little hard for a smaller man.
Who knew
was-
cutthroats could be so small?
That was unexpected. This morning? Ugh. Talia, do you have any breakfast wine?
I shall go search for some.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Oh, Mia, I found it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep you from your breakfast wine. Obviously, there's plenty of breakfast wine to go around.
Fantastic.
What a kind DM.
I know, right?
How horrible
do
would
what
it
I can.
be if I had no breakfast wine?
It would be terrible, right?
Cruel world.
I just came up with the best name for the Guild of Butchers, by the way. I just want everyone to know that. All right.
Kai, don't forget to water your plants this morning.
You can hear her scurry over to do that. Wait. Then she realizes she probably like needs water.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, she's gonna need some water.
Just like walks up to the plants, like,
Wait. So she's gonna run downstairs. Wait, let me look at the map of our lovely, beautiful
Oh, of your home.
new
That's
home.
right. Yeah.
Okay, I live in the attic
you do.
with no
It's true.
bathroom.
It's
Okay.
true.
She's gonna she's gonna run downstairs and she's gonna just go into the private bathroom in the master bedroom, which is Malia's, and
Yeah, I
she's
was to
just
say, isn't
gonna
that
get
Molly's
like
room?
she's gonna get like one of the wine glasses that I'm sure have been left in her room,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
dump it out, and then get some water out of like the basin, and then run back up and do that a few more times to water.
Oh yeah,
for
you just get it out of
the
like the face basin. Like you just go scoop wine glasses out to water your like large fern and lily. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Okay, I think this is perfect. Great.
love
Um
it.
yeah,
She
you do
tries her
so.
best.
You do so.
I'm watching this, just shaking my head. Like, there's definitely an easier way to do this.
This is great. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely. You've done that.
Question: we all picked bedrooms last session, except Varys, because he wasn't here.
So Varys, I don't know if you had a chance to listen back at all. You should have the handout for the Trollskull Manor if you don't already.
Yes.
Okay, so that should show
I
you
wanted
the
to
layout of the place. We basically said you jumped out the window of the attic storage place because that's where you decided you were staying for that evening, and then
Right.
disappeared.
Where's
So,
the map? There we go.
this being said, what room do you walk out of today? And I think the rooms that have been claimed are the master room, the bedroom with the spire, and the attic bedroom.
Okay. Well, I see that there's like a spare room that's kind of small.
Yes, there
kinda
is.
next to one of the big
It
bedrooms.
has a balcony out back, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll hold up in there.
Sure, yeah. So you're there,
Yeah.
and you're home now. So yeah, do you join your friends?
I do, but after Fry like runs into her room to to water her plants. When she comes back out, she's gonna see her purple bird sitting out in front of her doorway. As
Okay.
Varys just walks past and goes right back down to see Malia and Mina.
Excellent, yeah. So, Cry, on one of your trips back and forth to water the plants, you find the little purple bird mechanism.
Cry's just gonna drop the cup. That task is out of her mind, and she. But at the same time,
Water splashes onto the ground. The cup itself, it's a wine glass, but probably like either magically created for mass production or leaded wine glass, and it's probably pretty hardy and thick, so it doesn't shatter, but water does go everywhere.
And but at the same time, she's a little nervous because lots of ghost stuff has been happening, so she kind of
That's accurate. That is accurate.
She pokes it. Is it
Seems solid. Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna pick it up.
Pick it up.
Oh, she's gonna twist it.
It sings you its little song.
Does Cry scream?
Craig just gives a little, and she's so happy, and she looks around, and then she's like, wait, did I have this on me the whole time and didn't realize? I don't have pockets, but
We
wait,
got giant boots.
I have boot. She's a little nervous. Okay, and
There was a bird in my boot.
she's gonna downstairs.
Yeah, you come downstairs just holding the thing, sans wine glass now, and look at what you've got.
She's gonna go up to Malia and twist it again.
Oh, you
Yeah.
found your toy.
And Varus, you've made your way down here, I think, by this point in time. So you guys see Varus come down the stairs as well, and he joins you there in the
And
tavern
also,
room.
As I go down there, because I've had it with me all night. I'm imagining Varys snuck back in the night after they already went to bed. They don't know that he's here yet, so he's
You
just
picked a
like,
room with a balcony. Super easy.
Yeah, so he snuck back in just as quietly and quickly as he left, and so yeah, dropped off Cry's bird, and then he has like this little pouch full of coins and jewelry that he just kind of plops up on the bar and says, "I found this."
Varys!
Oh,
Good morning.
Where are you? Where did you go? Hello, what is that?
So the night that we had the party, I went to bed and I heard some noise and I saw one of the bird things that we fought, and I followed it back to its house and found all this and brought it back.
Ah, excellent. And Malia's pouring him a glass.
A breakfast wine?
Yes.
Cry is gonna scurry up and give Varys just a very good hug.
Oh.
A very good hug. She's not good at hugging,
Pats
but a
Cry
very
on the
good
head.
hug.
It is an impressive hug from Cry's perspective. Varus, it's a little awkward because she's taller than you. Her arms are pretty lanky, so they like reach around and grab herself by the time she gets there. So it's almost like she's hugging herself, but I assume you allow the embrace.
Yeah, it's just like, you're welcome, and
Yeah.
Okay, now she's gonna run back upstairs.
is it like, because she's kind of like dead, is it like really cold and unsettling?
It is icy. And you notice that when your head is like pressed up against her chest, you never heard a heartbeat.
I still have my hood on, by the way.
Yeah, you had it
You
on
guys
for
have
like
never
4
seen
days.
me without this hood for 4
Yeah,
days.
4 days. The worst hair day is just propagated.
But I am gonna peek in this bag of things and look for my my earring jewel.
Varys, do you want to tell them what they find?
In the bag, which I assume I kind of dropped in front of Malia, being that she's like the money person of the
The
group.
money person.
There was 12 gold pieces worth of coins and 30 gold pieces worth of gems and jewelry and stuff.
Ooh.
Mm.
additionally, on top of that, anything that you guys had lost, so that's the total gold value. If all you had lost is gold, that's what you found. But if you had lost anything in particular other than that, like, oh, I don't know, a purple earring gem, that is also amongst the gems and jewelry.
Malia definitely prioritizes her wine glass to rummaging around inside this pouch.
Sure.
When Mina finds the purple gem, she goes, just
Yeah, it's there.
I don't know how to reattach it though.
You do happen to know people who own a forge at least, so that's
True.
probably pretty helpful.
I've just had like a chain hanging down with like the little top part of the jewel. I've just imagined.
You've had the chain hanging here and the hood up. You've been like the edgiest warlock for like 4 days.
And none of you have said anything.
All you need is literally your wallet on a chain, and I think we've got it all figured out.
Belt. I need the studded belt.
Yep, double row studs, obviously. Yeah.
Obviously.
Varys is missing an eye. There's not going to be any questions, just to be polite, right?
Yeah, Varys. So you're missing that eye. Do you want to tell them what you put there?
Oh my god.
Oh, did I actually install it? Okay.
I mean, you can try, or do you want to do it later? It's up to you.
Well, I don't know.
Is that like a want?
That was kind of a want.
That's fine then. Then never mind. Yep, Varys is still missing his eye.
Okay, I'm still missing the eye. Strike that from the record.
What?
Redacted.
Okay.
No one knows. It's okay. No one knows currently. Okay. So yeah, you guys are there. You've gone through this little bag of goodies. Malia, you're contemplating your wine glass, right? What are you considering this fine, foggy morning?
I'm thinking that this whole inn business is a lot trickier and deeper than we might have originally anticipated. Dues. I don't want to hear about dues right when I wake up first thing in the morning. I just got a new house and I have to pay dues? I think I'm mostly just curious about Rainier, Neverember's suggestion of finding work for us and bringing friends over to us. I'm mostly thinking about work and making that money.
Not about the secret whispers in your brain?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm like waiting for her to bring it up, waiting.
The disembodied voice isn't important.
It's fine. I hear that shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Molly is like thinking about making money, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, perhaps there's something I should say."
Oh.
As we were making our way back to our home last night, I heard a voice, a Vasha Saphir from Blackstaff Tower.
Those of you guys, just before you continue, yeah, it's Vajra Saphir. Those of you guys that have any time in Waterdeep, you'd probably at least know the name. If you have any inclination towards any of the magics while in Waterdeep, you probably know the name. Vajra is the current Blackstaff, or essentially a head wizard, or the or high wizard of the Blackstaff Tower, which is a wizarding school of sorts.
Orcs.
I think I would know about this because my spy master has a magical background. So
yeah.
I would share my basic knowege with everybody.
Sure. You know that Vajra Saphir is a wizard, the youngest in her mid-30s. She's the youngest person to ever hold the position of Blackstaff.
Damn, bro.
She's the High Wizard of Waterdeep. charged with using all of the magic and resources at her disposal to defend the city against threats. She was handpicked by Kelvin Urson, the former Blackstaff, and she isn't the most powerful wizard that you know of, but she's definitely powerful in her own right. So you would definitely know the name. You know she runs the Blackstaff Academy, a school for mages, out of the Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward district. She's also in charge of the Force Grey, an order of highly skilled adventurers who are called upon to defend the city in times of need.
So, yeah, this was a very important message.
Damn,
It came from a little higher up than maybe I let on originally.
Yeah. Malia says, I believe we should address it immediately. It isn't every day that Vajra Saphir calls upon someone, especially not me.
Perhaps Renaer mentioned our name to her, and this is how she is contacting us.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. He did say he would send people our way, so possible. Well, do we want to wait till the afternoon and see if what's-his-face comes back, or do we want to go earlier? How immediate was it?
I think we can make that stout of a man wait a little bit. Let us seek out Blackstaff Tower.
That's what I like to hear. Make him wait.
Yes.
Make him wait. All right. I'll pull you guys over to the map of Waterdeep here and chat. Here, hang on a second. Let me make sure that this is all set up correctly. So let me pull out on the... So, Blackstaff, you guys are in the North Ward here. We see that Trollskull Alley is marked. I have it nice and brightly marked for you guys so you can find it easily. But Trollskull is there. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to make your way down towards... through the Sea Ward and west of the market. It's already marked here on the big map itself. Oh, it's not. It's only on mine. Oh, hang on. I'll get that for you.
Rude.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm sorry.
Keep it secrets.
I'm sorry.
Well, because like it shows up on the GM layer and not yours, and I sometimes forget that. So
not yours.
it's here. This is Blackstaff Tower. And it's all the way over here near the Font of Knowledge and west of the market. So that's where Blackstaff Tower is, and we'll zoom out a little bit, and you'll get a kind of a lay of how you would proceed from Trollskull down to Blackstaff. This is just to give you an idea of where things are in the world. Okay. So yeah, that's where Blackstaff is. The morning is yours, obviously. If you guys would like to head straight there, you can, or if there's anything else you'd like to do while you're still here in the alley.
Don't think there was anything we needed to do today, but Mina is probably going to be peppering Varys with questions about yesterday to make sure he's all right.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah, Varys is still there in front of you, eyeless, and he brought you tons of gifts.
Ha.
Oh my god.
Varys, are you okay? Like what happened yesterday? How did you get this all by yourself?
I followed the bird person, and I followed him back to his hideout and sneaked in, and I just found our stuff and I took it back and sneaked back out. I didn't get into a fight. I didn't have to do anything like that, so I'm fine. But yeah, I got all of our stuff back.
I mean, thank you, but that's so dangerous. You can wake one of us up next time. Like, we'll go with you.
I got it back. I did what we needed to do.
She like looks at her little gem again, and she's like, I do appreciate it. I just worry for your safety.
Yeah, he's grown up kind of like on his own anyway, so he's used to just running off and doing stuff on his own. So it's like it was nothing for him to just be like, hey, that's the guy that wronged me, I'm gonna go mess him up. But
Yeah.
got all of our stuff back, and it's fine. And yeah, so he doesn't see anything wrong with what he did, even though he could have gotten killed. And I was kind of worried that we were gonna start this game with me having to fight my way out of the stars. But
Well, so that was a thought. Now, here, let's have a peek behind the curtain real quick. That was a thought, but then I was like, no, Varus has been, for lack of a better term, he's been a street rat his whole life. He's smart and cunning. Like, he knows to not try to go fight the things that just killed him, but to just track them, right? Like, so he, he's smart enough to figure that out. But yeah, so there you go.
yeah, I sneaked in, I found our stuff, and I brought it back. You're welcome.
You are quite talented. Thank you so much. All right, are we headed out? Are we drinking more breakfast wine? What are we doing?
I mean, if this all just hang on, let me pop this real quick. If we're just drinking breakfast wine, I mean, we can do this all day. So hey, yeah, I mean, whatever you guys would like to do. I mean, your inn is still, in somewhat disrepair. You've come into some money just now. There's some things you could do with that, or you can wait if you'd like to.
Cry comes downstairs. She set her bird up there. She's not gonna bring it. She doesn't want to lose it again. So
Aw.
So do we hear it just making sounds from the attic?
yeah, she definitely
Through the
turned it on
building?
before. She wants it to sing to her plants.
I don't think it has to be
Oh.
downstairs. Aren't the plants downstairs?
I think
well,
her
Or did
fern's
you move them
upstairs.
upstairs? Oh, okay.
Oh,
The
you
Or
put
no,
a
it was a
fern-
lily, right?
Yeah, the lily.
It depends. You can put them wherever you'd like, but you were given like two kind of rather hardy and large-ish ferns, and then the lily. that
Yeah,
had
the
not
lily's
bloomed
definitely
yet.
upstairs with her, sitting on her little window. And then her bird's right there with it.
It's so cute.
So yeah, has Malia told us about the voice in her head?
Oh
Is
yes.
that- Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so my little she prefaced it, and I gave you the background she would provide about Vajra. You know a good portion of that, Varus. You definitely know about Blackstaff Tower and who is in charge of it right now, but you might not know necessarily like the details of like, oh, she's the youngest Blackstaff, or like it's a school or something like that. But you definitely know it exists.
Yeah, I know where it's at and that it's there. Okay.
Absolutely. I just
Well, I
realized
think
too
you
that there's a
should-
nice marker for this. Sorry.
No,
There's
sorry.
a nice marker for Trollskull Alley, and I didn't put it on your map too. So there it is. That's there now too. I didn't realize none of these were available to you, so I apologize.
that.
I'm making them available.
Yay. Malia, can you grab some road wine while we head over to
My dear, I
Road
can
wine.
certainly do so.
looks like a long walk.
Oh my goodness. You
I
guys,
love road wine.
incorrigible. Awesome. Yeah, so you grab some road wine, and you make your way out into the. I wouldn't call it early morning. You guys kind of got home a little bit late, and it's morning. It's still foggy. It's chilly. Early
always
spring
foggy.
is early spring in Waterdeep is always like this, especially on the coast. It's a northwestern coast. Think very much akin to like a Seattle location. So it's definitely chilly, and spring is, when it's spring, it's still very cold, comparatively to other locations. But
Great.
yeah, so you
No
make
lie.
your way.
This is normal weather for me. I'm used to it. So close to my house.
Our wine
You know
bottle
exactly what I'm talking
holsters a
about.
thing?
Our wine bottle holster's a thing.
Ooh.
Well, I'm sure
that.
holsters are a thing,
We're
and
going,
potion
"Look at a
holsters
thing."
are a thing.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to make one or have one made for you.
All right. That's gonna be TBD.
Put it on the list.
The list.
Actually, I have a question. Hang on, I actually can look it up. I was gonna say, how long does Mage Hand last?
Oh, I mean, I'd have to look it up as well. But what we can do is we go directly into the little compendium here and roll 20, and we can type in Mage Hand.
Last 1 minute.
1 minute. There you go. And I think it has a health pool, or if it gets hit at all, it's just gone.
Cool. So I'm just gonna like, because it's a cantrip, I'm just gonna like infinitely cast Mage Hand while walking that hold our wine.
So it's a vocal and somatic. So you're gonna have to every minute. You will take 6 seconds to cast a new spell.
Can I do that while
Essentially.
walking though? Like that should be
Yeah, it's
right?
only vocal and it'll be a hand cast. So yeah, you could definitely do it while walking, but
kinda
like
like-
every minute or so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
every minute or
refreshing
so.
it. It's
But yeah,
fine.
so now you have a floating wine bottle with you.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
This motley crew walking down the street with a wine.
Yeah, needless to say, in the morning where like people are getting ready to take things to market or getting their wares prepared or opening up shop for those of them on Trollskull Alley, you're definitely turning heads.
Perfect.
You have as if they notice the floating wine bottle, right? So if their passive perception is above a 10, they probably notice that you have a floating wine bottle with you. But yeah, you're more than welcome to continue to cast this spell and walk with your wine all the way down to Blackstaff Tower.
If anybody asks me about the floating bottle of wine, I'm going to point them in the direction of Trollskull Manor and tell them that they can have all the floating wine they want.
Okay.
Oh.
Trollskull ghost wine.
Ghost wine! Yes!
Ghost wine.
Oh.
To be fair, there's a ghost in there. So
Ghost wine.
Perfect.
We're
We're
capitalizing
marketing
on our haunting.
hey, hold a little seance and see if he'll barkeep for you, right?
Adapt, overcome.
Awesome.
Somebody
Yeah.
a ghost.
Yeah, I don't think anyone necessarily asks you about it, but you definitely get some askance looks. Would Mina yell at them to go there anyways?
You know, if somebody was looking weird enough or if she noticed, she would have been like, floating wine, Trollskull Manor. It just like keeps going.
Yeah, absolutely. And like get like some of them they give you like thoughtful looks, and then some of them just kind of shake their head and continue doing what
No.
they're doing. But yeah, I mean, you make your way out of the North Ward, and over the next part of like a half hour or so, you come to the Blackstaff Tower. So you pass the market, just getting up and running, the noises of the day just beginning, but you then stand in front of Blackstaff Tower. The tower itself is surrounded by a 20-foot stone wall, and the tower seems to be made out of smooth black stone without any windows or doors, standing about 3 stories tall. There's a gate made of wrought iron at the very front, but the tower doesn't seem to have any way to get inside.
Cries knocking on the tower.
I'm just gonna knock,
Okay,
knock,
so
knock, knock.
do you open the wrought iron gate and you go inside the wall?
I'm gonna leave the bottle of wine outside so that we don't look like drunkards going to go talk to a
Right.
lawyer.
Instead, you place the bottle next to like the outer wall, right where the gate is, and put it on the ground, so everyone outside knows that you're a drunkard trying to look not like a drunkard. So
Perfect.
there you go. Yeah, it works magnificently. You place it on the ground. The wrought iron gate itself is not locked, and you go inside the grounds of the Blackstaff Tower. Cry, you'd like to go knock on the tower?
Yeah, because that's what Molly had told me, you know, when you want to talk to somebody. She taught me to knock on the door. So, knock, knock,
Yeah.
knock, 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 knock.
So you knock vigorously against this black stone wall, right? Your knuckles, well, if you had really good feeling in your hands anymore, you probably would think it hurts a little bit. But you do start to see, like, you get, like, little scrapings on them, but they don't really bleed so much, but you just continue to knock, knock, knock on the black stone wall. After some time, you all hear ascending into your individual heads. Well, you do take your time, don't you? Come in. And from where you're knocking, your hand goes through as it opens upwards and an archway appears before you, and the interior of the Blackstone Tower of Blackstaff makes itself known to you.
Did you guys all see that?
Yes.
Oh.
But do I recognize that to be Vajra Saphir's voice?
Yup. Absolutely.
Molly will be like, that is Miss Saphir.
Oh, well, she sounds pissed. Let's go. Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Yeah. So you walk inside, and Mina, you feel as you walk through the portal entryway, you feel your connection to the mage hand disappear.
Fair enough. Good to know. No magic.
Yeah. So you see when you walk in, there's a central stairwell that curves upwards all the way inside, a spiraling staircase that goes upwards each of these floors. And you look around and you see shelves and alcoves on the walls of the stairwell. They seem to be displaying like items and artifacts. None of them seem like protected anyway, but they're all just spiraling up through this staircase. You look behind you and you see what looks to be windows, seeing outside. But you don't remember seeing a grassy field and a tree on a knoll, or waves crashing against a cliff face, or various other different locations scattered throughout each of these windows that seem to be looking outward.
But yeah, on the outside of the building, there was no visible windows, though, right?
No windows and no doors.
Okay.
So as you... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Are those individual, like, kind of viewports very visibly Waterdeep? Or maybe not?
No, so as you look, like, they look like standard windows. Like, you have
Okay.
the crossing panes, but when you look outside of them, each of them seems to show a different location.
Okay.
And not necessarily recognizable to Waterdeep. Like, the cliff face is not one that you would recognize even from being over here on the coast.
Okay, gotcha.
Would I recognize it?
Roll me. You know what? I don't know what to make this. What would justify me a roll?
Just from her previous life.
Roll
Let's
me
see.
whatever's better then. Is intelligence, or a history check essentially.
Okay.
You can remember.
I can do that. Yay.
16, not bad. Yeah. It looks a little bit familiar.
She's not gonna look at that one anymore. She's gonna look at the other ones.
Yeah. They're all beautiful in their own right, and some in terrifying ways, and others are beautiful like the like a large grassy rolling plain. And there's one that's like in the midst of a forest, much akin to like our redwoods with towering trees. Like multiple people around. But yeah, so you are inside Blackstaff. Behind you, after a moment, the portal closes. All of it behind you is a wall. Again, that black stone. Coming down the stairwell, the spiraling staircase with its rich mahogany banister and its wooden posts and all of the artifacts and books piled in it that spiral upwards the 3 floors, you see Vajra Saphir. And I can give you a nice little handout here. If I can, is it shift click? You guys see that?
Nope.
Dang it. Here, we'll just hand it to you. It goes in your journal. It goes in your journal. This journal. It goes in this journal. There you go. Vajra Saphir is now in your journals.
Oh
and chat,
my
I'll bring
god,
it up for
I
you too.
stand her already. Oh! Hi, wife. Okay.
You guys would be so contrasty. It'd be great.
I want her to hold
So this is
me in
Vajra
her
Saphir,
arms.
and you see her walking down the stairs. This is the Black Staff, the youngest person to ever hold the position. And she comes down the stairs and approaches you. Finally, make yourselves known to me. I did say in the morning, so I suppose you're not... Well, welcome to Blackstaff.
She literally holding that black staff.
Absolutely.
Okay. Malia will take off her big, floofy, feathered hat and just... I am Malia Chilwell.
She nods and goes, I know.
Put my hat back
The
on.
rest of you, though, I'm not so familiar with. Who are you all?
Well,
Yes.
I am Mina.
She's like kind of standing like up still on the stairs and coming down. Would you take off your hood, please?
I mean, I'd really rather not.
Oh, dee.
She kind of cocks her head to the side and goes, a bad hair day. I understand. And then she looks over and goes, and you, the tall, pale one, what is your name?
She kind of was a little nervous. She fidgets her hands a little bit, and she says super quietly and really quickly, "Cry."
Cry. Lovely name. And you, elf? What is your name?
Varys is kind of hiding behind Malia. She was the one who was summoned here, so he's kind of like, and he just kind of peeks out and waves. And Varys, hi.
Oh no.
Hello, Varys. Welcome to Blackstaff, all of you. As you can see, we have some minor precautions against any intruders, but you are all welcome here. I have requested you come here. Renair, Neverember, we're something of friends, and he told me about what you've done for him. I can always use an enterprising adventurer or two for my gray hands. I have some things that I could have you do here in Waterdeep, and you can join the gray hands if you'd like.
What sort of business?
Well, I can't rightly give you missions without knowing if you're with us, can I?
Oh.
Would I have any idea what gray hands means? Would it be
Yeah.
like guard duty or murdering people?
The Force
All of the
Grey,
above?
otherwise known as the Grey Hands, is one of the factions within Waterdeep, very similar to your Zentarum, or your Xanatharians, or the Harpers, the Lord Alliance, Order of the Gauntlet, Emerald Conclave, any of these things. All of them function within Waterdeep itself. Some of them more known than the others, some of them functioning more openly than the others. The Force Grey is a private security force. What you would know is that you would essentially be doing missions or be hired out by contracts to the Force Grey for various things.
Would they have any kind of notorious reputation, or do they like stick into what's legal? Is it
You wouldn't know them as doing anything quote unquote bad.
Okay.
It's the Black Staff, and this, because it's also a mage school, it also functions very openly. None of these things are going, from what you would know, nothing should put you in the wrong way of the Waterdeep Guard.
Malia turns to her friends and she says, I think this would be an excellent opportunity.
Well, I trust your judgment. If you think so, then
Turn back to Vajra and give her a little bow. We are at your service.
Excellent. She reaches into a pouch inside her nice coat that flares out at the back, and she pulls out pins of gray hands, just kind of upwards, palm facing forward. He says, "These are for you then. And welcome to the Force Grey."
Oh my god, we're in a
We're
club.
just in like that? That's
we're in
crazy.
a club. There's no initiation, nothing. Some pins
That was-
we're in.
That was kind of nervously quick.
Too easy.
Oh, sus. What's the tea, baby?
Malia will take the pins and bow her head, thank you, and then distribute them. She'll help put it on Cry.
Oh. Yes, yes, yes.
The Waterdeep God know about the Force Grey, and, well, these pins may let you get away with a little bit more than you probably should have otherwise. To solidify your new role here, I have a mission for you. I need you to seek out Hlam, a monk. He lives in a cave on the side of Mount Waterdeep. Ask him what he's heard about threats to the city. Try not to annoy him too much and overstay your welcome. And remember, above all, the Grey Hand and the Force Grey are here to prevent any harm to the city of Waterdeep. That is your charge above all else.
How do you spell his name?
Yeah.
Hlam, it's H-L-A-M. Hlam.
H-L-A-M. Had all the right letters, they were just in the wrong order.
Lamb, Liham.
I had hum.
Find
Okay.
mom.
Okay.
A job.
Should we return here once we have finished our task?
Yes. These pins will allow you access to Blackstaff Tower.
Yep.
When you approach, just place your palm forward out, much like the pin itself on the wall where Cry was rapping. And the portal will open for you.
That was so stupid. I hate myself.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Oh. Gotta go.
I'm going to turn to my friends and ask them if they have anything that they want to ask before we go.
Varys is very scared of this place, so he's just like, he's so ready to leave right now.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
Bear.
Cry's looking around at every window like, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. But, like, it's a little nerve-wracking because these are a lot of places she never even would think about them existing. You know, the world has always looked the same to her. This is very weird. But she's very interested.
Yeah. So you guys would just want to exit?
Is there? Do you have like a time limit you need this done by, or it's like ASAP or later?
2 days.
2 days.
Oh, love that.
I will cast Ascending, and you can tell me the status after 2 days.
Good. Yes. Ending.
Upon completion, well, you'll have my thanks and be well on your way to becoming truly a part of the Force Grey.
Is there a monetary benefit?
She smiles. Eventually.
So not.
But isn't the Blackstaff patronage more than enough?
Malia, is it more than enough?
Malia is trying to think if there's any way to convert Blackstaff respect into paying dues. She's like, I believe it will be worth our time. What else are we going to do?
Sorry. So she said the caves outside of Waterdeep. Did she mention a direction or?
Yeah, so she said, find Plum, a monk outside who lives in a cave on the side of Mount Waterdeep.
Mount
Waterdeep.
Mount
It's-
Waterdeep.
It's a mountain. It's hard
Okay.
to miss. It's
I
the only
assume-
mountain in the region.
Okay.
You'll be able to find it.
Mountains.
Oh no.
Do you expect this this trip to be dangerous? Should we stock up on provisions or?
Why, yes, I do.
Oh, good. Yes, fantastic.
I have a feeling this is our initiation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Checking.
100%.
Y'all getting jumped in, boys! You're time to get jumped in!
We're going up the mountain and we're gonna see all the dead bodies of all the people who couldn't
Failed initiates.
literally.
Yeah, all of them have the little gray hand on, like all of them. It's
gonna
just
collect
hundreds
those.
of bodies.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I love
That's
it.
so funny. I'm hilarious.
You are.
True.
My influence. Anyways, where were we?
I think that will be it, right?
Yeah.
Molly
Stock
does
up.
another hat flourish. We will be on our way.
Vajra nods, and then she taps the staff a couple times on the ground, on the black stone floor, and the portal behind you opens. She says, "Good luck," and turns around and walks back up the stairs.
I'm gonna peek up the stairs. What do I see?
Yeah, so you look up the stairs, and there's, well, it looks like there's walkways that spiral off in varying directions, and as you look up, your eyes kind of start having trouble seeing things because those are just floating doors and archways. As you go higher and higher up, it's just endless floating doors and archways that the stairs continually spiral.
And the stairs seem to go up way higher than 3 floors.
Higher than you can see.
Okay.
Wizard towers, man.
Yeah.
Wizard towers.
Hmm.
So yeah, the portal is open behind you. I assume you as a party make your way outside of the Blackstaff Tower, and you've successfully met Vajra Saphir, the Blackstaff herself, and have accepted a minor mission for her and the Force Grey.
Malia kind of hurries the party down the stairs and says, we must see if our wine is still there.
I've been thinking about the wine the whole time. I wonder if it's still there. Did we finish it? Like, it was a long walk. It might be empty.
We should
You go
check.
check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
No.
Yeah, that wine bottle is absolutely gone.
No.
So we have plenty more. It's fine. Let's go.
Who's out here drinking street wine?
You don't know what was in the wine bottle?
I mean, we are
Hey.
right by the market, so.
It's like people who eat chewed gum off like the railing at the subway.
Gross.
This reminds me of Elf,
Oh,
where he's like
Literally.
peeling on. Oh god.
Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, so what would you guys like to do? You leave Blackstaff Tower.
Well, I think we are probably going to need some provisions for this mission, so we don't all almost die again.
Yes, I would like to remind you that we are expecting company at our home.
Yes. What time is it?
How important is that?
I mean, yeah, it's by now, if you walked back, it would be early afternoon.
I guess we should go home and see if Broxley is there.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Go see Broxley.
We can make him wait a little bit. We could get our provisions on our way there.
I think he's just gonna like leave the paperwork in the mailbox if we're not there. So
Yeah.
maybe it's better to
Yeah.
not be there when he shows up.
Let's go
Yeah.
shopping.
What would you guys like to pick up?
Let me see.
It's you're essentially asked to climb a big ass mountain. What would you like to get?
God.
Something to keep us warm.
Maybe Zoblov has something.
Something
plan.
purple.
Good plan. Yeah. So something warm. So you're gonna want to go. You want to go get like you want to go to like a clothing shop and get like heavy cloaks or something.
Probably.
Do I know Mount Waterdeep to have a lot of like pre-made paths? Are there any developed paths along the way?
Yes, but not all the way up.
Okay.
So there will be some climbing that will have to be done.
So we're gonna want some like rope and some like picks and shit.
Yeah, so check your packs. What types of packs do you have? Those of you with like Dungeoneers packs, you're gonna have climbing tools.
Oh God, what do I have?
What kind of pack do I have?
I have a Dungeoneers pack.
I have a
Yeah, so
burglar's pack.
You have like so many pythons, and you have rope. Explorers packs have ropes too. I believe burglar packs have rope. Everyone gets rope. Everyone gets
Rope
one.
for everybody.
Everyone
but
gets
like
rope.
climbing spikes and stuff like that, yeah, that's in the Dungeoneers pack. But you're more than welcome to like go buy some.
Let me see what
We are broke.
backpack, crowbar, hammer, 10 pitons. Pitons? How do you pronounce that? 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days rations. Oh dear. Water skin. 50 feet of hempen rope.
There it is.
Woo! Got the good hemp rope.
We did get 100 gold from
Hemp rope's
the
the bad
couple,
rope.
and we split it evenly, so we all have
Yeah.
25 each.
So you had that. You also had the however much that Varus picked up.
Yeah, I had 60.
60 gold of various coins, and then 30 gold of jewelry and shiny pieces.
So 64 ways is 15. I guess this would be a good time to sell the gems into...
Oh.
Unless, you guys need any of the gems for spells.
No,
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Shopping time. We love a shopping.
Wasn't last episode essentially shopping episode?
It was. It totally was.
Two different types of shopping, right? One was for the inn,
Oh.
and this time it's for yourself.
Yay.
But yeah, no, I think rather than dwell on the shopping, you guys just tell me what you want, and we'll say it's worth this amount, and we'll continue on.
Okay.
We'll say it takes this long to get all these things, and yeah. So you guys have some rope. You probably want some more. I'm gonna assume you're gonna want more climbing spikes or pythons,
Yeah.
Yeah, Iris is gonna need some of those.
because I'm not sure how many you get with the
Only
pack.
10.
10.
I think.
10. Excellent. Okay, so how many do you want of these?
Enough to get up a mountain.
Sure. Sure.
And down a mountain. Up and
there-
down.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you put the pythons in, they tend to stay unless you take them out, right?
I don't know what's on this mountain.
Tend to stay.
Things might steal them.
Are they gonna stay? I don't know.
They're a quarter of a pound, and they're 5 copper pieces a piece. So yeah, you can get a ton of these for like a gold piece. Gold is rather valuable.
I don't know what the conversion is from
Tell
gold.
me what you need for a mount.
To copper, it's 100 copper pieces per gold, I think.
Oh, okay.
If I remember that correctly.
Poison is 100 gold pieces? What?
Yeah,
Why are
good
you
boy.
looking at
I mean,
poison?
good poison. Yes.
What?
Do
What
you
about
want it to
bad
kill someone or
poison?
not? Well, bad poison is probably worth less, but may not do the job.
Could we just get like a lot of bad poison and just like hope for the best?
Get like rat
Yeah, you
poison.
can. You can certainly try.
Oh, there it is. Here we go. Now
So
we're-
yeah, I mean, like, what else? What else do you guys want? You want like climbing picks? You want a walking stick? Like, what? Tell me. Give me a roundabout
I'm looking.
thing.
Yeah, so I want the warm cloak, and we've got some torches and some tinders. So
You
that should
got plenty of torches. Like that's
So
you
many
haven't had to
torches.
use any of them, so you've got plenty. So you said cloaks. That's right, like a warm cloak.
warm cloak.
Mm,
Me too.
I'm gonna get me a fur-lined, floofy cloak.
I need one with a hood.
Maybe get a hat.
Yeah, I need like something to go on my head. Right? To talk
Okay.
hat.
So how nice are you looking for? Because that changes.
Oh god, not that nice.
If you want it to look like kind of common or whatever, it's about like 5 silver pieces for like a whole bunch. So like a nice common hat would be like a silver piece, or a traveling hat would be like a silver piece. Finer clothes, like a whole set of very nice clothing, is 15 gold.
Fuck that.
But I would say for the argument of like nice winter like cloaks, like heavy lined cloaks, especially if you went with like fur lined, they're gonna be 5 silver pieces.
Oh, easy.
Easy. Okay, I want one.
Yeah, so 20 silver pieces total for each of you guys to get a thing. You all have your own money, so I'm assuming you're doing it out of your own.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pythons, I don't know, you have 10 right now. It's 5, so you can get 20 for a gold piece.
All right. There's buy one of them because he needs pythons.
Yeah. There you go.
So you said 20 for one?
1 gold piece, because 1 gold is 100 copper, and it's 5 copper for a python.
Malia, how many potions do you have?
None.
None? I have 1. But you
Um,
have healing now, right?
Yes, I have 2 spells.
Would you like to
Um,
buy some potions?
Yes. Do any
Potion
of us have a
seller.
healing kit?
No.
A healer's kit.
No.
Nope.
How much would one cost? Let's look for one.
Yeah, you want a healing kit. Hang on a second. I think someone has one of these.
Oh,
All right, Fala had the potions. So the healer's kit. Boop, 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 boop. Item, healer's kit. 5 gold.
Okay. Does anyone
Kit has
here
10
know how to use one?
uses. Is a medicine chest. You can expend 1 use. It doesn't. I mean, I'm not. If you have a healer's kit, I think the feat is healer.
I
Use the
believe
kit.
there's a tool proficiency that you can use with healer's kit, and the healer feat lets you use
it
it
gives you
like in
bonuses to
combat
that.
or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I guess
In this case, I would say that your medicine check with a healer kit would be at advantage unless you have proficiency in healer's kit. And then it would just be the standard, it's automatic.
Okay, healer's kit. I will get one.
Okay. Yep, you have one.
I will buy one.
Okay, 5 gold pieces.
5 gold money, please.
Here you go.
Money, please.
Take my money.
Excellent. Thank you.
I think we would visit Fala and see if we can get a healer's potion, maybe for cheap.
For cheap? Yeah, you want to go like butter up Fala a little bit and see if they'll give you a healing potion?
Because I think last time we checked, it was 50 gold for one.
I'm pretty sure it is still 50 gold. So
How much for a watered down healing potion?
I don't think they make those.
I think we would have to buy one and put it in 2 vials and put some water in it.
I think that might be the case. Yeah, the standard for a potion of healing is 50 gold pieces. But you're more than welcome to try to butter up Fala and see if you can't get a cheaper deal on that.
Oh yeah, Cry. Please accompany me. We are going to visit our friend Fala.
Oh, okay.
Wink.
Wink. Okay. Yeah, so you approach Fala's place. I assume you guys have you've been shopping, you drop some stuff off at home, then you go see Fala. And they're there and they're reading behind their little desk. You see like a small watering can on the table, and they look up when they see you come in. The piercing gray eyes going to your very soul. Again, wearing some long green, sensible but voluminous robes. Oh, hello, friends. Good to see you today.
Good afternoon. I'm gonna pull out my coin pouch and say, we are here for business.
Business. Wonderful. What can I do for you?
Cry and I are going to trek up the mountain on behalf of an employer. And we were thinking of getting a healing potion so that we may stay safe.
Well, that would be preferable to being not safe, wouldn't it? Well, I do have some potions of healing here, as well as some even larger ones if you need it.
Oh, yes.
How many are you looking for?
Jingle, 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 open. I think my budget today would be 40 gold.
40. Well, my standard rate for the potions is 50 gold apiece. They're, well, the components aren't very cheap, but I do grow them here myself.
Yeah. Let's see how well the haggle goes. Cry, you're there, but you're not really talking, but you're there. Malia, roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Yes!
Yay!
Making like hand
Cry
motions
loves
like
her
this.
fans.
It's like, oh, look at Cry, look at Cry, look at Cry. Persuasion with advantage.
She already gave you free plants, man. Come on.
She's just
16.
a fan.
Not bad at all. And she goes,
Well, I can't refuse my new friends.
Oh.
Aww.
40 gold. This time only. I have to make a profit somehow, you know.
Well, your potion will keep us from being dead. And if we're not dead, we can spend more money.
they like kind of chuckle behind him.
That is a very valid point. 40 gold, take one.
My coin pouch becomes significantly less. And I'll hand over the 40.
I don't even know what to.
Fala's
look for
last
for-
name, sorry, and I'll spell it for you because this was a thing.
Yeah.
Lefalia. So it's Lefalia. So it's Lefalir.
Ooh.
They are fancy as.
I love them.
They
Okay, thank
are
you.
Fancy.
gonna put Cry's friend.
I'm
And I
gonna
think-
talk up the face ointment that she gave me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I applied it. Look at how good it looks.
Was
Yeah,
that eye
I-
drops?
It was
My
eye
eyes are
drops.
super lubricated. No, she gave me 2 things.
Did.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gave
for
her
your,
2 different
your
things.
cut. That's right.
Yeah, she gave you an ointment, and she also gave you eye drops because, like, you had gotten something in your eye when you were trying to persuade her of something, I guess.
It was just dust, okay?
I
It's
think
for the
with
plants.
the wrapping up of our short little shopping session here before we jump into anything else, we're gonna take our first break here for the evening. We'll have a 2 to 5, and we will be right back with more DieFall Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Yay.